To wrap up this afternoon, let's look at some new polling released today on the reasons why voters are considering yes or no in the Voice to Parliament referendum. Let's break it down with Samaras. He's Director of Analytics at the Strategy at RedBridge Group. Cos, thanks so much for your time. First of all, let's look at why people at the moment are saying they're willing or open to voting yes in the referendum. What's driving a yes vote at the moment?
Yeah, good afternoon, Kieran. Yeah, the critical bit to all of this discussion is really around what's motivating people to either plan to vote yes or no, or at this stage undecided. And really, it boils down to, when it comes to that slight growth in the no vote, it's overwhelmingly amongst people who are not aware of the detail around what the voice actually means. So it's a clear product of a fairly bad campaign run by the Yes camp at the moment. And their lack of detail and the lack of clarity has actually blown a lot of life into the no campaign.
So that's the big reason, the unclear detail. How can the Yes campaign seek to turn that around if they're going to, if it's possible? Do you think it is?
Well, I mean, all public polls still has the yes vote slightly ahead, although there is some theory out there that most of the time when you are dealing with questions around polls around morality and so forth, you have to be very careful that you're going to get a bias in the sample. So, look, if I was in the yes camp, I would want to see a 55, not a 53. And the most recent poll had the yes vote at 53, and that's a bit too close to the fire, so to speak. What can they do? Well, look, the Australian public want meaningful change across many aspects of their life from government. This is yet another space where the public will be looking for a lot of detail, a lot of meaningful discussion and debate. But at the moment, they're just getting slogans. So if the Yes campaign wants to put a halt to that no vote growing, they need to get pretty serious about engaging with the broader public in a very meaningful way, because at the moment it's just slogans.
And do you consider other issues as potentially, I guess, providing the stumbling block to getting this over the line? You and I have spoken many times about the big challenge facing Australians at the moment. It's one big one, it's cost of living, it's huge. Does that sort of minimise the bandwidth for people to say, okay, I'm open to this, or, you know, with the constitutional recognition? They might like the idea, but they're going, look, that's not a big priority. Let's deal with the main game right now.
Well, that's absolutely right. So across all the research that we're doing, no matter what state we're sitting in and actually speaking to voters, that overwhelmingly they're concerned about cost of living, mortgage rates, and so forth. Over the next few months, we're going to have around 600 to 800,000 people move from fixed mortgage rates to variable. That is going to be a fairly significant economic event in this country. And there's going to be a lot of people, a lot of households preoccupied with just making ends meet, as they already are now, but that problem is only going to be compounded. So if you're in the business of trying to market a message out there that people really are not that enthusiastic about, or they're not really engaging with, or don't understand, your job is going to get a lot harder. So what I'm trying to suggest is that the yes camp's real window of opportunity was about 3 or 4 months ago, and so those who support the yes proposition probably need to realise that the task they now face is a lot harder.
Yeah, it doesn't sound too promising, but fundamentally only 20 seconds left, cause it's about the detail. They've got to get that out there.
That's right, absolutely. So it's not about the vibe. It's about just convincing people as to what this is really all about. We even have progressive voters. That's right. We even have progressive voters in the parts of Melbourne who are also asking for that detail as well.
Samaras from RedBridge, great to get your insights as always. Thank you.